All right, so I had a couple of ideas regarding Doodles and the Hero movie. So these some of these ideas I can't really get into them much because honestly I should have written down something or on the spot, but I didn't. I should start using the recorder on my phone, I think, because I'm losing all these genius ideas I get. Anyway, so um, I had these ideas basically of you know they're playing the song at the end to basically call forth, uh, the force that's gonna save us all. But part of the deal here is like I was using as a kind of like stand-in the kind of like that theme from Wind Waker, you know, that's got like all these different parts. It's got a violin. It's got like flute. It's got all these different instruments in it, played by different people, and then they'll slowly join the original instrument to make a uh, an ensemble piece or whatever. So I was thinking, like, I always kind of picture it in my head. Like, I just see it in my head straight away. I see the scene, and I see the song starting, and I see like basically the hero and monkey kind of like crying because everything is lost. They set out on a quest to unite these people and to bring them together so that they can all gather, like summon basically, so that they can all get together and summon, because that's the only way they can possibly summon the force that's going to save them from the evil force. But he needs to convince all these people who hate each other and who have all these problems with each other, racism and past history and resentment over previous centuries, and that carried over. And basically, the hero and monkey, they fail. They don't succeed. Uh, each of the races has an instrument and a part to play in the song, which kind of makes a good. It's a good kind of like analogy for they're doing. Like everybody's got a part to do in the saving of the world. Everybody's got a part in the song that only they can play with their own instrument, and that's another analogy. The instrument being yourself. You got your own instrument, that you got your own sound that nobody else can replicate. We need you to harmonize to create this piece. So anyway, um, and they set out to each different race, trying to convince people to join in this summoning song that they need to play all together with the magical instruments, each race possessing one. But he fails at every time. He fails all over. Like there's no single place where he succeeds. But the thing is, every one of those races in, like, there's the leaders, there's the people in charge, and then there's a young person, usually a prince or a princess or something, and they want to join, but their parents are trying to force and impose themselves and pass their preconceptions and their resentments onto the next generation. They don't want them to do the right thing, and the young people can see that this is the only way, and that they need to all forget the old grievances and join. They know the way. Only the young people know the way. But the old people and the fathers and the kings and the queens, they all get in the way. So in the end, the hero fails. And on the day that he's supposed to go summon the great savior beast or whatever, he fails, and he just gets real sad, and he's crying. He's terrified for Monkey and how everything is about to come to an end. And he just starts playing. And although the prophecy said, basically, the prophecy technically said that together we had to play the song to save the world. We had to all together do it. Now, people were under the impression that it meant that we had to be together, like, location-wise. We had to be close by each other to perform this ritual. But that was kind of like a vague thing, a vague interpretation. What the prophecy really meant about how to summon the Savior Beast was that we need to be together, and we can be together at a distance. We can be together worlds apart. We can be together. As long as we are together in our hearts, we are together. So the hero starts playing the song kind of like in a whim of a last resort, and little by the people miles and miles away, worlds apart, they hear it in their hearts. They hear the song. It echoes through the whole world. The feeling that the hero has are so powerful, even though they're sad and melancholy. They're so powerful, they resonate all over the place. And the king and everyone is like, all the people that opposed and that didn't allow for peace to happen and for goodness to happen and progress, all the people that got in the way, everybody can hear it. It's not just the chosen ones. Everybody can hear it. And quickly, they kind of get the idea, and the princess and the princesses, they kind of go steal the instruments from wherever they're being kept. They go, they steal them, they run for it, and they lock themselves in the room. And when their time comes to jump in, they play the part. Now, one of the ideas that I had today was, let me do a part 2 on this because it's getting too long.